I did want to tie everything together with one clip that I think sums up everything today, Nico. And it's from the anti-war rally I was at, where I ran into our good friend Jimmy Dore, and he was able to give his thoughts on how organizing works and organizing the art of protesting, which is what we were doing there at the anti-war rally, but it's what we do at all of these rallies. It's what the WGA is doing right now. It's what we do with the anti-mandates. Everything we've talked about, the way organizing works.
Yeah,
he's going to tell about it right now, and using the example. He'll be using an example of Amazon and the first union that was organized by this guy, Christian Smalls, out in Staten Island, who did it in an area with mostly Trump voters, but he was able to get to unionize. It's a pretty big deal. And it's interesting to hear Jimmy Dore's take on how he was able to do that. And we should be applying this to all of our organizing from here on and out. So here we go.
A lot of people think you organize by going onto the shop floor and going, hey, who's a libertarian? You're out. Who's a Proud Boy? You're out. Who's a gun nut? You're out. Who doesn't like LGBTQ rights? You're out. That's not how you organize. Christian Smalls organized Amazon on Staten Island with a bunch of Trump voters because you have a common enemy, which is the oligarchy and the establishment. You organize along class lines. You don't organize along woke lines, and that's what's killing the left right now. That's what's killing the anti-war movement. But right now we're building it back, and the anti-war movement's on its way. I gotta go.
Thanks, Jim.
He's out.
He's out. That's how it goes sometimes. You get the little moment. And I'll be sharing more about some of the people we were able to talk with out there. I mean, it's pretty incredible, Nico. I got an interview with Ron Paul. We got one with Dennis Kucinich, who's I know is now working on the RFK Jr. campaign. Just a bunch of great people out there that we talked to, and it was awesome. And I want to just continue to keep our message of free speech, our message of everyone's voice matters, and we got to stand up against censorship, against the military-industrial complex, against big pharma, against all of it, against media propaganda. We have to stand up and allow and just demand that our voices be heard.
I think we have to come together, and it's really so divisive what's going on right now. And I think it goes back to George Lakoff, at least on the political level, who was a Democratic Party, thinker and framer from Berkeley. And he said, he wrote a book, Don't Think of an Elephant. And he said, of course, you think of an elephant when you hear it, but he said, that the political mind is divided into two camps. On the left, you have the Democrats who believe in a matriarch, who gives you a second chance, who helps you when you're down, who says, come here, and gives you a hug, who has policies like healthcare for all, and let's, allow, if you commit a crime, let's give you a second chance. Let's have a nurturing government, and that's needed in a family. And then you had people whose archetype for politics, and often this is based off their own parents, but it was based on having like a patriarch who, said, oh, don't cry, get yourself up, you're fine, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, you're bad, you need to get whopping. So we want to have a strong prison system, a strong police system. We want to say, punish the wrongdoers, and we want to say, don't give people too many second chances, don't baby people, and in a way that voice can be needed in a family. So here we have this political system that is just sort of split on an ideal, and you could throw facts at people all day long. I did this going door to door as an organizer, and like, hey, listen, did you know how much money we're giving to foreign dictators to fund their militaries? Like, now, like, be pro peace. And it was like, well, I don't know, maybe that's not what my party says. And I think it's time that we kind of say, hey, like, yes, we need a mother, we need a father, we need the earth, we need the sun, we need the nurture, we need the energy, the masculine energy. We need everything. And like, that's the Democratic Party has gotten so into sort of coming down on the idea of the patriarch, and it's sort of, and I get it, because they ruled for so long, but we need a balance, and we need common sense to draw us out of our ideological camps and see the common ground, see the common ground that we share. And so that's sort of my sense of it.
Well said, Nico. I think that's a good moment we can end on there. And we appreciate everybody tuning into our show, whether you're seeing it live or on replay. But we will be back next week for another episode. This has been The Homeless Left.